Howdy y'all, Dr. Islam here. In today's video, we're gonna do a deep dive on something everyone should know about magnesium. Yes, you may have heard about how you may be magnesium deficient, the benefits of magnesium, or why we recommend for you to consider adding magnesium. So we're gonna do a deep dive in this. We're going to discuss why magnesium is important, not only for your body, but also your gut. We'll give you my thoughts on magnesium food versus magnesium pills. We'll discuss signs that you may be low in magnesium. I'll discuss the best magnesium foods that I recommend as a Mayo Clinic trained GI doctor. And at the very end of the video, I'll give you some sample things that you can do to incorporate magnesium, to improve your absorption, and to improve your diet as well. If you're worried about your magnesium levels, this video is for you. Guys, let's talk about food. Howdy, I'm Dr. Islam. I'm a board-certified gastroenterologist trained at the Mayo Clinic. We would love to be a partner in your journey for gut health. Visit us at lubbocgastro.com for more information or call our office today. We can see you today without a referral to get you feeling better, to make sure you're back on track to get down to the root cause of what is going on in your body. So you may have seen things on social media. I see it all the time of the importance of magnesium. All sorts of people on social media, even those who are not qualified, are talking about magnesium. What's the dealie, yo? Well, magnesium is involved in so many parts when it comes to your gut. It's involved in literally 300 key enzymes in your body when it comes to absorption, metabolism, and breaking down food. But not only is it important for your gut, it's also important for your health overall. It plays a key role when it comes to muscles, inflammation, and autoimmune diseases. And it can also play a role when it comes to dealing with stress and stress hormones. So overall, if you are having issues when it comes to your body, what's going on with inflammation, with absorption, the root cause actually may be what's going on with your magnesium levels. So how do you know if your magnesium levels are out of whack? Here's some signs you should be aware of. If you have gut issues when it comes to bloating, constipation, slow motility, or even feel like your gut's inflamed, this could be a GI sign of your magnesium levels being low. So for example, I have a lot of patients who come to see me with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. They have bloating, distension, a change in bowels. They don't know what the heck is going on. They tried all sorts of treatments when it comes to this, and we came to realize that the true cause of why you're having these issues can be related to your magnesium levels. They're not at the levels where they need to be. Or maybe you're having other symptoms like muscle cramps, fatigue, anxiety, trouble sleeping. These could be signs in which your magnesium levels could be mildly deficient. You're not even realizing that could be the root cause of what is going on. Now, how do you know this? So it's very simple. Doing a magnesium level or checking your magnesium level can be an easy first sign of what is going on. But what's important for me, it's not that it's normal, but is it in the high normal or low normal? Because even those individuals in the normal range can still have magnesium problems that's going on. So the question then becomes, how do you improve your magnesium levels? Now, you'll see a lot on social media about taking magnesium supplements, whether it's magnesium powder, magnesium pills, magnesium whatever. I'm always of the opinion that if we can treat you naturally with nature, that's the approach I want you to do. So I don't like focusing on the pills, because the pills can be overregulated. You don't know what's in these pills. You can take too much magnesium from the pills, which is not good for you. But also you lose the benefit of eating food. Food is good, guys, and we want to try to get down to the way we were naturally doing when it comes to eating our nutrition. So I always aim for eating food. And we want to focus on magnesium-rich foods, because not only are you getting the benefits of magnesium, you're getting all the other benefits when it comes to eating. The vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients to help out in the conglomeration of getting you feeling better. And if we can naturally treat our deficiencies or naturally get us feeling better, I'd much rather do that than you trying to pop another pill to get you feeling better. But also, it's easier. It's so much easier just to add in nutritional foods that have magnesium. It just tastes good. It is good for you. And there are no side effects with eating more magnesium foods. I mean, there literally isn't. Whereas absolutely, there are side effects with having too much magnesium pills, because that can lead to complications down the road. In fact, I've had to treat patients who took too much magnesium from a pill form because they actually overdosed on magnesium. You absolutely can do that. So what are the foods that I recommend that will boost your magnesium, get you feeling better, but also give you the nutrients that I recommend? Here are my thoughts. So number one, leafy green vegetables. Foods like spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These are literally nature's superpower, because not only do they have the magnesium you can use to help out when it comes to stress, muscle cramps, and bowel issues, has everything else that your body needs to help out with every organ in your system. Yes, it can help out with everything. It has fiber, has antioxidants, it has anti-inflammatory components. This is nature's way of allowing you to treat yourself naturally. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach can not only get you like Popeye, bing, bing, but it'll also give you all the nutrients that you need. And you don't need a lot. 1 cup of spinach, let's say for breakfast, having with your eggs, is all you need to get you the magnesium you may need for the rest of the day. And that may be it. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds can give you 150 milligrams of magnesium. Just a little bit can give you the biggest bang for your buck. Plus, it contains all other nutrients that may be beneficial for your gut, including zinc, iron, and protein, all supportive for immune function, for stress function, and for metabolism of all the foods that you're trying to eat. Keep a jar and toss them in your oatmeal, your yogurt, and it's great for stress health and hormone health as well. Number 3, avocados. I love avocados. They have healthy fats. They also have a good amount of magnesium, about 60 milligrams of magnesium. And it's these healthy fats that are the fats that we're trying to aim for, because it's these healthy fats that can help out when it comes to cholesterol issues, triglyceride issues, but also giving you the heart health that you need. So not only are you helping out your gut, you're improving your heart as well. And so add in a spoonful of avocados to your salad to get you feeling fuller longer. It tastes good, but also will give you the magnesium that you need to help improve your gut. Number 4, bananas, especially the slightly green ones. Yes, the green ones, the ones that are not quite ripe, they have more magnesium in them than the ones that are a little bit more on the riper side. So bananas that in and of themselves have about 30 to 35 milligrams of magnesium, but the ones that are on the greener side have an added benefit of having resistant starch. Resistant starch can act as a prebiotic, and I'm always of the opinion if you can take a prebiotic naturally as opposed to taking a prebiotic pill, that's what I want you to do. Prebiotics, keep in mind, are the good bacteria that feed the digestion and the process of metabolizing everything in your body. And so if you can add in more prebiotics by adding foods that have magnesium, you're giving yourself so much of a benefit. See, this is why I love food better than pills, because if you want to try to do this from pill form, you have to take a magnesium pill, take a prebiotic pill, take a probiotic pill. You're just adding in more pills, but you lose nature's natural capabilities of adding in natural prebiotics, but other vitamins that are good for you. Number 5, almonds and cashews. Almonds have about 80 milligrams of magnesium per ounce. Cashews have a little bit less, but still a lot. But the good thing about almonds and cashews is that they have healthy fats. They also have anti-inflammatory components, which I recommend for any autoimmune diseases. And they contain fiber, which you know is the foundation for gut health. So it's easy to make a snack pack with your own mixed nuts with almonds and cashews. Take it to go. I recommend this because it helps out with my healthy fats to keep my cholesterol levels down. Number 6, black beans and legumes. 1 cup of cooked black beans has about 120 milligrams of magnesium in it. But I love beans because they're great for your gut. They have a lot of fiber. They have a lot of prebiotics, probiotics in them, and they have polyphenols, which we're learning is an important part of the gut microbiome. We're seeing more and more evidence on the benefit of polyphenols, so I'm trying to incorporate more of these into my diet. Now, when it comes to beans, you know the limerick, what is it? The more you eat, the more you fart. I don't remember, but so, just kind of keep that in mind. Some individuals, including yours truly, can't eat beans because it ends up being a gassy mistake, and it, get some farting issues. So if you're one of those like me, number 1, I'm sorry. But also number 2, it's okay. Try to use something else instead to incorporate. Number 7, you're gonna love this, dark chocolate. All right, who doesn't like a piece of chocolate? I mean, come on, we're all human. But this is an excuse for you to incorporate dark chocolate into your diet. I'm giving this to you as your poop guru. 70% or higher dark chocolate has about 60 to 65 milligrams of magnesium in them. But not only that, it's rich in antioxidants. So if you're looking for permission to incorporate dark chocolate, there you go, bro. Here's what I'm here for. Now, here's the thing. Just because you have magnesium or you eat it doesn't mean it's going to be metabolized or absorbed properly. So I want to try and give you the best bang for your buck when you incorporate magnesium. So here are my recommendations on how you can improve your magnesium absorption, because if you're going to eat magnesium, you might as well get the best that you can from it to make sure you're absorbing it properly. So number 1, pair magnesium with healthy fats, including avocado, olive oil, and seeds. This will improve the way you can metabolize magnesium, absorb magnesium so you can use it best for your body. Number 2, ensure you have adequate vitamin D levels. This includes making sure you have enough sunlight, salmon, Vitamin D, fortified foods, because the vitamin D levels will affect how well you can absorb magnesium. Number 3, if you're overdoing the caffeine or alcohol, this will automatically deplete your magnesium. And also for those individuals that are on proton pump inhibitors, your magnesium levels may be low. And so if you're taking these magnesium foods, you're not getting the benefit. Make sure you're not overdosing or overdoing these other things. Then lastly, watch out for other acid reducing medication, including antacids and other medications that may absorb with magnesium absorption. So let me give you an example of a sample meal, because I've always found that giving you an approach with certain meals have helped out with my patients, and it may help out with you as well. So here's a magnesium packed day so you can be like Popeye. So for breakfast, for example, let's say you do overnight oats, have some almond milk in them, add in some banana, chia seeds, and maybe even some pumpkin seeds. You're optimizing your day initially with having magnesium. For snack, have a handful of almonds and cashews, just pop them in. You're getting those healthy fats, the healthy fiber. It actually tastes very good as well. Maybe for lunch, you can have a quinoa salad with black beans, avocado, and kale. So not only are you getting the magnesium there, you're getting all the other benefits, including the greens, the fibers, the fermented foods, the prebiotics, the probiotics in that one meal alone. For dinner, maybe have a grilled salmon with sauteed spinach and roasted sweet potatoes. Man, that is good. I'm hungry. That's really good. I'm pretty impressed with this. And maybe for evening, you can have a dark chocolate. This is literally like the awesomest meals you can have throughout the day. It is packed full of everything I would recommend for all my patients. Magnesium, fiber, prebiotics, probiotics. If you do this meal, you probably don't need any other supplements that are out there, because it has everything in there. If you just did this, that's enough for you to give you everything that you need. All right, guys, I want you to think about your gut as a garden. What you feed it will matter. If you feed it crap, you're going to feel like crap. But if you feed it good things, if you improve the natural nature of what is going on, your garden will grow. And I want you to be a beautiful rose. I want you to be my rose. So if you're dealing with gut issues, constipation, bloating, you're having issues with muscle weakness, fatigue, try incorporating more magnesium-rich foods into your diet. See how you feel, see if it improves how you feel overall. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, like and share, subscribe to my channel, and more importantly, I want to be a partner in your journey. I want to be your GI doctor. Come see me. We can find out what's going on, get down to the root cause, and get you feeling better.